All right, guys, yo, what is up? So look, longer video. I tried to record this a bunch of times already. There's no short way to do it. This is going to be a lot of information on how to cold email, how to cold call, how to reach out to business owners right now and be selling web design or related services with the current situation. So you guys know what the situation is. You know, a lot of businesses are closed right now. They're locked down. People got to stay indoors. Does that mean as web designers that we have to also shut down? No way. There's a lot of opportunity right now to get out there and be selling your services. People need what it is that you can offer right now with web design, with the related stuff to keep their business functional, keep it running, keep it selling, keep it growing in the current situation. So what I'm going to show you is some of the prospecting methods that I'm using that are working really, really well right now. This is stuff I was doing yesterday. You don't need to be advanced. You don't need to be doing this for years. I'm going to explain what I mean in a second, but what I did yesterday, anyone could use. You don't have to have much of a portfolio. If you just have one past project, you can use these techniques. So yeah, let's get into it. Look, I'm going to be honest, this video, the way that I'm going to make it is not like my normal videos. I'm just going to go with it almost like you're just sitting here having a conversation. So there's a lot of stuff, and to make all the different edits and whatever, it's just not going to be that sort of video. So forgive me a little bit if I go over anything too fast, or if you have any questions, post up in the comments. I'll get back to you. I just want to kind of run through the whole process and just lay it all out and then see what you think. So if you like this video, like, subscribe. If you got value from it, please share it on a Facebook group, on a forum or something. It helps support the channel. And there's a lot of people out there right now who can get information or value from this. So let's get into it. Look, I have it all here. Before we jump over to it, current situation, a lot of businesses are closed. We know this, but look, there are businesses out there right now who have the opportunity, and you could be helping them to do this, to really make advantage of the current situation. There's a lot of negative stuff. I know there is, but there's also a lot of opportunity right now with certain businesses to be using this to change how they're doing things and change the way that they sell, that they manage their business, that they grow their revenue streams, these sort of things. Now, what I did yesterday was, I have this YouTube channel. You guys know the YouTube channel. You're on it right now. It's free. I also have a private coaching group, people who pay me for yearly mentorship. And what I was doing was some exercises or some real life kind of activity to show those students in there how this is possible to get out there right now, sell web design projects without really having like much past or very little past experience. So what I did was I picked one student. He's based in Norway, but he's not from Norway. He's from somewhere else. Recently moved to Norway, joined the coaching program to learn how to do web design. We went through the sales process that I teach at the program. He sold his first website for 2,000 euros. So I got a really good deal for a coaching business. He just completed that website, got great results, and that's all he has. So he just has one project so far. This whole thing hit. So what I was doing yesterday is looking at what he's done, and then from his perspective, using only that one website, what would he do right now to get out there and to contact business owners and to get a deal. So I didn't use my past experience. I didn't use my portfolio pieces or my reputation or past clients. I used only what he has, one deal. He doesn't even have his own website. So anyone watching this channel, I mean, I presume you have one website that you've done or you could very quickly do over the next week or two, using that, how to get deals, how to get the attention of business owners right now. So the thing that you got to know when you're prospecting right now is the game's obviously changed. And if you're focusing on things that aren't relevant right now, no one's going to care. So what you got to do, and this is what I did yesterday for the student, is look at what you've done already and find the parts of what you've done that are useful and relevant and valuable right now to this current situation. So taking the student's project, I don't want to name the exact niche, but it's a coaching business that he worked with. He had some things that he helped them with that were offline. So he was helping to promote their school, to their workshops, their classes, their one-on-one training in person. That's great. He got them great results, but that isn't relevant to other business owners right now. They might be in the future when this thing goes away, but right now they don't care about that stuff. But one thing about his project that he did for this person was he helped set up an online educational kind of side of their business. They had online courses. This is something he helped introduce to the business. They'd never done it before. So he helped set it up. He helped sell it. He helped with those systems. That's perfect. That's something that we can use about that past project that he has to reach out to other businesses. So I jumped in prospecting on his behalf because I was involved, with the coaching stuff. I get involved with the projects. I give feedback. I jump in with the student stuff. So I was technically involved with the project. So what I did yesterday was I just cold emailed using my personal email, not my business email, mentioning this project and just trying to get the attention of business owners. So just one project that was just finished. It hasn't been online long, and that's all I had to work with to prospect. Why I keep repeating this is I just want to make sure that like no one's thinking that, oh, I can't do this. I just started. It's not going to work. This situation's too bad. There's loads of businesses right now who need the skills that you can provide, that who need people like you right now today to be helping their business, to keep their current customers, to bring in new customers, grow the business, help them just manage their team, communicate with each other, all of those things that you can be helping with. You just got to know how to get their attention and get on these conversations so you can figure out what they need, and then you can come back with a solution. So that was my goal yesterday. It wasn't to sell with prospecting. Prospecting is just to get the attention of these people, get the conversation going, find out what problems they have, and then we can come back and see if it's a good decision. I'm about to jump on the computer here. See if it's a good decision to jump on a full sales conversation, and they take that time, I take that time, and we figure out a potential deal. So with prospecting, I'm not trying to sell. That isn't my goal. I'm just trying to get on their radar, see if they might be interested, find out why they might be interested, and then I can come back with something that justifies a proper, full conversation between the two of us to then create a deal. So keep that in mind. Prospecting isn't about selling. It's about finding people that you could potentially help and seeing if they're interested in being helped. So let's jump on the computer. All right, so here on the computer, look, the first thing I tried to do yesterday, and prospecting, it's not a perfect process. There's always going to be some fluctuation. You do some stuff, maybe it works. You try something some days, it doesn't work so well, so you switch it up a little. So what I tried to do first yesterday was just cold call. I went into cold calling initially, and my plan was, taking what the student had done in Norway, contact businesses in Ireland who have similar businesses, and just, as I just said, get their attention, get them to respond, and then take it from there and try and move it towards having a full sales conversation. Now, one thing when I prospect is I don't contact 100 businesses a day. I pick the best 5 to 10 businesses I can find. I do my research. I find out, why it should be valuable for them to work with me. I make sure that it's going to be something that they should be interested in, that should be able to help them, that it should be worth their time. I want to keep it valuable. I don't want to spam people. And I want to focus on the few people that have the best chance of success rather than just running through a list of dozens of people, and I'm not really focusing or caring about anyone. So if you're doing like mass prospecting, I'd recommend that you switch that up and you go with like smaller numbers and you put in more time and you get more strategic. You're going to get better results, and you're also going to close better deals at higher prices. And just in general, it's a more enjoyable process. So anyway, what I did was I live in Poland right now. I called Ireland. I'm from Ireland originally. What I have is on Skype, I've registered an Irish number, and I have this for America and Canada as well. I've registered an Irish number so that when I call, it comes up as if I'm in Ireland. So this was my cold calling script. Very, very simple. And all I was doing was using this to, again, just get their attention, get on their radar, and a really simple, like 1 minute phone call. I'm not on this first phone call. I'm not trying to get into a big conversation. I'm not expecting them to just like listen to me nonstop for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. That isn't realistic. I'm just trying to have a 1 minute conversation and basically get their permission to send them some more information. So, hey, it's Rob. Just wanted to give you a quick call about your coaching. I'm doing up a quick email for you right now. Just wanted to call first and make sure you're still open. I had some details about another coaching business that I wanted to send to you, and then I paused. So they would ask naturally, well, what's the other coaching business? What's this in regards to? And then I would continue with, so look, I was just working with a very similar business to yours in Norway. We had some really good results with getting things online for Corona and selling a bunch of online courses. Your business looks really similar, and I think you would like to see what we did that worked. I was going to send you over some info and see what you think. And then I basically pause. More than likely, they're going to respond in the positive, where they'll say something like, yeah, it sounds good, or they might ask some more questions. But the overall point here is that they give me permission to email them and that they're interested, so they actually check the email when I send it. So what I did yesterday was I did 5 of these calls, or I planned to do 5 of these calls, and the 5 people that I did all the research for, none of them picked up. So, I mean, that can happen sometimes. But what I just did was I quickly changed the approach, and after I made the 5 calls, no one picked up. I thought, okay, maybe people don't want to be picking up right now, so it's probably a better thing to just email them. So I did up these emails. And this is a response I got back from one person. I'll get into that in a second. But I used the same template for the 5 different businesses. And it was basically this: hey, their name. I gave you a quick call earlier, but couldn't get through. Just a very quick message. I was just about to send you a longer email, but wanted to check in first. Basically, I just finished helping out a Norwegian, the niche school. I mentioned the name of the website, but not a link, just the name. She has a really similar setup to yours, and we're working on keeping the school running and growing during this recent shutdown. The plan ended up going really well. We got a bunch of new online students, which is great. Why I was reaching out to you was to send you over some more details about what we did that worked so well and see what you think. No big sales pitch, just a rundown of the project. When I was looking for someone in Ireland who could benefit from this approach, you seem like a great fit. If you're interested, just let me know and I will finish typing it up today. Thanks, Rob. Now, one thing about this email before we move on is I'm making it very relevant to today, to right now. So I was just about to send you a longer email, but wanted to check in first. This person had a really similar setup to yours. The plan ended up going really well. This is great for the current situation. If you're interested, just let me know and I'll finish typing it up today. So basically I'm showing them it's relevant to them, it's relevant to right now, and that all they have to do is respond and I'll send them some more information. So the whole point of this email, again, it's not to get into who am I and this is my business and these are my prices. It's to get their attention, get them interested enough to respond, and then I can take it from there. So one of these business owners got back to me. You can see here the timestamps, like 15 minutes later. Hey, Rob, sorry, didn't get through when I tried to call them. I'm at home with the kids for the day due to the national lockdown and my wife is working. Thanks for reaching out. Happy to chat. I have my phone on silent, so feel free to call off silent. So they had it on silent. So feel free to call again when you're ready and we'll grab some time. All the best. And basically what I did was when I seen this email come back in, 20 past 3, I actually took some time and I researched the business even more before I got back on the call. So I seen the email come in straight away, but I didn't want to just call them straight away. I wanted to, okay, this person's interested. I wanted to prepare as much as possible. So this template here, this cold email template, I'll put this up in the description of this video. You guys can use it if you want. I mean, switch it around. Obviously, this is going to be relevant to the student I was helping, but you guys can use this if you want. Okay, so that's the first part, is just sending out, whether it's cold emailing or very quick cold calls, just getting in contact with the business owner very, very fast. Hey, what's up? I got something valuable. I just worked with a similar business to yours. I got them some results in the current situation. I'd love to share what worked. Is that okay? Can I send you some more information? That's basically my pitch, whether it's through the cold email, which worked, or if they picked up on the cold call. That's it. I'm not getting into a huge pitch. I'm not trying to get into all the different things about my business. Just very, very quickly, hey, got something valuable, similar business to yours. I got them a great solution. Can I send you more information? That's the approach that I recommend. It worked. So I want to get into what actually happened on the sales call. Okay, so I got the whole sales call here, but it's 8 minutes long and I don't really want to play it because, one, I think just sticking it up on YouTube isn't really fair on this client. I'm just recording them. They don't really know. And then also this student, there's a really good potential deal here. So I don't want to share the call either because this deal is still in the process. What I'm going to do is just play the first minute and then I actually have the whole transcript and we can go through the transcript.
Hello, again.
Hey, how's it going? It's Rob.
Rob, what's the crack,
I'm good, man. You can hear me okay?
I can hear you fine, yeah.
All right, perfect. Yeah, just a real quick call. I was going to send you a bigger email, but I wanted to call first. Basically, I've been working with a Norwegian business. They're kind of similar to yourself. They do, and obviously, like everyone, they're shut down right now with the Corona stuff. So I was helping them out with the online courses, and it went pretty well.
Yeah, I had a look. They were a group, was it?
She does a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
She trained with, right?
That's the one. Yeah, nice.
Cool.
There's a site there. I'll send you. There's a full website that's going to go live that you probably wouldn't be able to find on Google, but I'll send that on to you.
Okay.
Yeah, but basically, I was looking at people in Ireland, and I was like, who has a similar business to this? You came up. I seen you have the online stuff, and just a real quick call. I just wanted to check if, one, you're interested, and two, if it would make sense for me to send you more details. Okay, so I'm not going to play more of that cold call just out of respect to the client and the ongoing deal with my student. But you can see there the intro that I'm using. Very, very simple again. Hey, just wanted to reach out. I help this business. I think it's relevant to your situation. I think it's going to be valuable. And just wanted to check if you are interested and if you want to know more information. Something like that. Very, very simple sales pitch. If they bite, like this person did, and we ended up having a really good conversation, I found out a lot about different things that I could help them with. Perfect. If they don't, whatever, there's lots of more people that you can contact. So that is the method that I suggest right now. That's really, really working. It's working great for me. It's going to work well for you. Pick your best project. Pick the part of that project or those projects that are the most relevant right now. Find the other businesses who'd be most interested right now and basically reach out to them. Very, very short emails or very short calls, showing them that you've helped similar businesses in something similar to the current situation or relevant to the current situation, and that you're pretty sure you can help them as well, and that you just want to get permission to send more information. Once you give you permission, you send more information. When you do, then you can start lining up that full sales call. Okay, so back to the transcript of that phone call. Basically, we ended up having a really good phone call. I'm going to blur it out and just run through the gist of what happened. So it was about 8 minutes phone call, 8.5 minutes. Just asked a bunch of open-ended questions like what's going on with the business right now? What are you working on? What might you need help with? What could I help you with that's relevant to what goals you have? These sort of questions. Just let the business owner talk as much as possible. Again, this isn't a sales call. This is a preliminary call just to make contact, to get some information, and then to come back with something that should be interesting enough to get them on a proper sales conversation. So with prospecting, that's my goal. I'm not trying to sell straight away. That isn't really realistic. I'm trying to get their attention, form the connection, get information so I can come back with a relevant pitch that's going to be valuable to them. So to just skim down to the bottom here after this whole conversation, and I recorded this and I transcript it, and I do this with sales conversations so I can go back later and listen to everything. This is what I ended up with at the bottom. So the final notes from the sales call, and obviously this is very specific to this call, but this is what you should be doing with all of these cold calls, is taking the notes and seeing what they're most interested with so you can come back with that relevant pitch. So for this particular person, he wants his online content to focus more on the physical side of his coaching techniques. He's open to hearing about other ideas and concepts too, though, if it's up to his standards and values. He builds for the long term and believes in long-term growth and partnership. His one-on-one coaching right now, that's fine. His main focus for the future is on building group projects and training programs. He's somewhere in the process of working on this right now. That's what he said, but he hasn't built it yet. It's not completed, and it was actually unclear of what stage he's at the moment. So that's something that we could focus on in a future sales call. He isn't focused or worried too much about the next 4 to 8 weeks. He thinks that people are just going to hold on to their cash for the next 1 to 2 months. So he's not really worried about that too much. What he's focused on is what will be left over afterwards. He's very interested in seeing what comes next after this. So he's open to both short and long-term strategies for his business, but he isn't too caught up in the initial panic that's going on right now. He's happy with his current website guy, so it shouldn't be web design that I should pitch him. What he actually needs help with, what he was mentioning a lot more, was course creation, strategy, marketing, and school promotion. So this is really interesting. If you go in thinking I got to sell web design, and they're not open to web design and that's all you're pushing, you're going to lose the sale. But with this person, I was very open to hearing what they had to say, recorded the call, transcripted it, and then when I go back, I can see, okay, they're not even looking at the web design stuff. They're happy with that. He kept talking about these other points that he really wants help with. So if there's a deal here, the deal is going to be related to this stuff. That's always going to be specific to the call, but it goes to show that in this current climate, you can't go in forcing or trying to force a particular service. You got to be open to seeing what people are stuck with, and then you go ahead and figure out how you can come back with a valuable solution for those different pain points. So some more points here. He mentioned that he had outsourced stuff before. He's gotten consultations. He wasn't overly happy with it. He ended up doing a lot of stuff himself. He is budget conscious right now, like most people would be. He would prefer a long-term partnership where the person he's working with grows with the project. Basically, the two of you would work together, and over time, you continue to work together rather than just a big lump sum and a huge budget up front. That makes sense. That's what a lot of businesses are going to be doing right now. So he's interested in hearing more about this. He wanted a follow-up email with a plan. credentials. He wants to see some proof that we know what we're doing, and our own website and social media. Now, the student that I'm helping, they don't have this. That's okay. We'll be able to get around that by just having good copywriting in the follow-up email to this, by focusing on the right things, by using the results of his past project rather than his own personal reputation. So he can rely on the client that he helped, the results that he got them, the sales that he brought in, the reputation of his client rather than his own reputation. And that's a better move in the beginning when you don't have your own brand name and your own website and things like that. You can just use the projects that you've done to show that you're qualified to help other people. So with this particular project, that's what happened. I mean, this is relevant to that project, but this is the overall idea of what you're doing on these calls. You're reaching out very, very fast, cold email or cold call, getting their attention, just letting them know you have something valuable, asking for permission to send it over. And then if the conversation continues like this one, you can ask a bunch of questions and just be straight up. Like what are they interested in? What problems do they have? What are they looking for more of right now? What are they happy with right now? So you know what to send them that's going to be relevant, that's going to be valuable. So this is a good example, I think, of a solid cold email and cold call combined together. Got that initial call in. Now I can come back to this person with a big email that addresses all these points. If they find it valuable, we can get on a sales call. If the sales call goes well, maybe we got a deal. So I know this isn't a locked in deal or anything, but this is how you do the prospecting side, and this is how you get going towards getting a deal. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this week's video. Look, the big thing is look at the past projects that you have. What have you helped businesses with that's relevant right now? So don't focus on all the different things you've done in the past. Look for the things that you've helped someone with that are going to help another business in this current situation. Was it getting more customers? Was it keeping the customers they already have? Was it helping them to run and manage their business? Whatever it is, take those things and then look for similar businesses with similar problems. Contact them in a nice, simple, easy way, whether it's cold emails or cold calls. Reach out and just basically, hey, I helped this other business with a similar problem. We got good results, and I think that you would get value from those same results right now. I just want to send you more information, see what you think, see if you're interested. That's pretty much it. You can make a lot of these cold emails and cold calls right now. As long as you pick the right businesses, it's a high value thing. These businesses right now need help. You're somebody who could help them. You just got to show them that it's relevant and that it's really going to work in this current situation. And when you look back at your past projects and you look at the best results, you can see those people that you did help, and then you can see similar people that you can help right now. So don't be afraid of contacting these businesses at the moment. If you can help them, they're really going to want to hear from you, and I'm sure you can make some possible deals. So that is it for this week's video. Really hope that it helps. If you have any questions, post it up down below. If you got value from this video, please subscribe, like the video, please share it. It definitely helps the channel. And as I said, any questions, just post up. I'll try to get back to everyone. So that is it. Best of luck out there. Hope you got a huge value from this video. Catch you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your week.